Hi, my name is Nancy. This is my story. I'm at the Transplant Games 2018 in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I come here because it's an amazing group of people. I honor my donor by showing that I'm living life to the fullest. When I was 29 years old, I was diagnosed with PBC, primary biliary cirrhosis. They've changed the name recently, I believe, to primary biliary cholangitis. I was a young mother. I had 3 kids under the age of 6, and I was told that it was a chronic illness, and the only thing that would help me in the future would be to have a transplant. And that was a lot to take in. I kind of went on the next 14 years just with life as normal, except for severe itching. It was awful, 24/7. Head to toe, very little relief. But after that, I had a couple biopsies and I had some scans, but it was in those final 2 years that my health really started to deteriorate, and I was now 43, and my kids were in high school and one in college, and they were old enough now to understand what was going on and what would happen if I did not get that call that we were desperately waiting for. I went through a barrage of tests to find out if I would be a good candidate for the only thing that would save my life, and that is a real roller coaster to be on. But I passed all the tests, and I was placed on the transplant list, and 2 weeks later, on Christmas morning, I was called into the hospital. I did not know if I was that sick or that lucky, or a combination of both. Christmas morning is supposed to be a day of celebration, and it was a celebration, but I was also terrified. I went into the hospital. They prepped me about halfway, and they sent me home. I went from celebration to devastation. I waited 4 more months as my health continued to deteriorate. When the liver fails, I think I forgot to say I had a liver transplant. When the liver fails, it gets very ugly. I continued to work, and it was a Sunday afternoon. My daughter and I had come home from church. We typically would stop and have lunch, but I was too tired. I was sleeping a lot at this point. We went home. We sat on the couch. She was reading a book next to me, and our phone rang. She said, "Do you want me to get that?" And I said, "No, if it's important, they'll call my cell phone." And then immediately no, let me reverse that. They called the cell phone and then the house phone. But either way, the second call, we knew what was going on. And they told us this time to report to the hospital immediately. But I got to the hospital. The organ was usable. It was a very difficult experience. We grieve for someone we don't know, but my life was restored. My health was restored, and I thank my donor. I don't know my donor. I just know that he's a 34-year-old man from Indiana, and I hope to someday know more about him, because what a gift he gave me in his tragedy. So why am I here at the Games? Because the gift of life is amazing, and this is a tribute to all the donor families out there for the selfless decision that they make that allows us to live life. I got to see my daughter get married this summer, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you.